What's up, guys? We've got a new one for you. This is Soulstone Survivors. Essentially, this is just a Vampire Survivors clone, but it does some different things that we're going to show you today. So I haven't played this character at all. You can see I played some of these already. Each character has certain skill types that they can get. I'll also show you the rune system. This is crazy. I haven't even barely got into this. You gotta do a lot of crazy stuff, and it just gives you some things like you can get advantage on rolls, special weapon skill, and we take less damage. That's it. So yeah, let's just go ahead and we'll select this character. Never played one with him, and we will just go in and see how we can do. We have beat all of these now. So maybe we'll do a curse. Let's do reduce healing. I don't like the explosive goblins. Yeah, elite enemies. And we'll do that. Okay, so that's 3. What do we need? This map with 4 more curse intensity. Okay, we got to do it. Let's try it. See if we can do it. So best time is 10:29. We have to try to beat that. We have no chance because we are using a brand new character. But let's just see. Oh, I forgot about this. This is a setting. We will turn it off for this run just so you guys can see what's going on. Oh, okay. So we've got a frontal. You have to kind of be wary of the skills that you get because you need to know which things will give you the most damage. So in this case, I have a frontal, what is it? Frontal missile and fire. So we're going to go for a full fire build this time and just kind of see how things shake out. So you can see it's much the same. Okay, so now this is nuts. We have to pick this. This is basically makes us cast 20% faster. That's just good. There's no downsides. So gotta go with that. Soundtrack is pretty okay. It's you know, because you don't really want too much going on when you're trying to not lose yourself in like the reverse bullet hell. All right, so none of these are what we want. Basically, we could re-roll. We do have re-rolls, but shadow spikes are really good. But I think we're gonna re-roll and try to get fire. We did not get fire. We're gonna re-roll again. Wow, we are never getting fire. We're gonna use all of our re-rolls. There we go. Finally, fire. Fire missile frontal. There we go. We are already unlucky, but you know, gotta take what you get. We want to pick up magnet as soon as we can because that helps us pick up XP, and it really matters here at these early levels. Oh, there we go. See, this is what I'm talking about. Missile. You can see each skill has its own modifiers, so this is a multicast, and it levels up all of your skills that have that. Unfortunately, it's much better to get that later on because then you get levels for everything. I think. Maybe not, though. We'll see. I've just started kind of really getting into this, so I haven't played that much. You also have a dash, which I believe last time I played Vampire Survivors, either I didn't have a dash or... Oh, we want to reroll that. Oh, that's got 15% damage. Yes. See, that's another bad one. This is potentially really good, but it's arcane. Reroll. We got arcane missile. That's really good. Doom spikes are really good too, though. I think we go with missile here because we don't have any more rerolls. And you guys will quickly see why we will eventually get to a point where we need to turn those off. Let's go for the arcane disc level up. And once you play enough, it is really kind of, you can kind of just one peek and you already know what you're missing and what you need. So we do have a solid amount of multicast going on. We want to get our crit damage up because what we're hoping is we get the one-hit kills, which you can see we're getting kind of close, but not close enough. are still not getting lucky. These are frontals. So we have to take the shadow skill. So we are very mixed bag right now. But the great thing about this game... Ooh, this is a tough one. The great thing about this is that you can change it anytime, which I think is crazy. And it kind of really makes it more of a strategy. So you can see in the top, there's our counter. So we're doing pretty bad right now because we've taken 3 minutes and we haven't got the first boss. So we are not killing very fast, which means this build may end up not working. Okay, so missile again. We're gonna go with Shadow Spikes. It's really wanting us to take Shadow Spikes. Shadow Spikes. It is offered as Shadow Spikes every time. Here we have our first boss. So the bosses pretty much just don't get hit. It's just full of health. There. And then when you pick up the boss globe, it grabs all the nearby power-ups, which is really good. Jeez, none of these are really good. We don't have any more re-rolls. That's really good. We'll take magic missiles. Or just go on missile build, I guess. I wanted to do a fire build because I've never seen it, but I guess that's just not an option. Yeah, so now you can see things are picking up. You know, the speed in which we're killing things and things are spawning is picking up. Yes, we're going to do firebolt damage. And then we're hoping to get... So you don't have to choose skills. You can just say no. We'll go for some health here because we're trying to go for the long haul. We haven't got Magnet yet, which I really want. There you go. There's Magnet. There we go. That was a coincidence, I swear. Now you can see we're starting to kill. So the faster we kill, the faster things spawn. You know. Generally, you're taking what's best, what the rare one is, because it has the most damage buff for you, but not all the time. You do need to kind of consider, okay, so for that's a legendary one. If it's legendary, you're pretty much going to take it. That's just how it goes, because those are rare. Okay, so we're going to go for bigger magnet. Like, for example, in that situation, you know, there was still an uncommon power, but we wanted to go... we want magnet, because that means like we don't have to walk through each one. And like that one, for example, we don't have anything that applies Doom right now, besides our Shadow Bolt. So we did want that to apply Doom, because getting all the status effects quickly is very good for damage. Quick damage. There's another 40% increased damage skill. So we're starting to pick it up, but again, we're way behind time. Okay, now here's where we think. These do almost no damage. Fine. Fire shield does count as missiles, so that's why we pick that. Ooh, arcane skills. See, this is what I mean. This is 24% for those skills, or 12% on all of our skills. Those are kind of the things you gotta think about. So if we were doing this full solo build, of course we would have gone arcane. 40% multi-casting magic missiles. We're just gonna fire off missiles like nobody's business. Nope, no missiles. And this is fire. So this does work on our shield, which I guess is kind of good. We just really didn't have a better option. Missiles, don't mind if I do. Now the thing we got to watch out for here is we are getting the buffs, but we're worse. We're worse overall. So I'm hoping I can find some new fire skills. That was a mistake. I should not have hit that. I think that was the healing rocks, but I didn't realize it until it was too late. I really don't like armor, though. Those are the goblins. And so we are playing with Curse on, which means this is harder than normal. There's more elites, you know, all that good stuff. Ooh, frontal. That's what we love. That is a big buff. So that buff's like almost every skill we have. And so a difference about this build than what I typically play is that this is not an AoE build. And by that I mean you can see all my skills are frontals, which means I have to point my cursor wherever I want to do damage. Whereas some builds you can just go ham and everything is done. But like I said, never played this guy before, so we are checking it out. Sneak up here, grab some XP, more missiles. We want damage. We are depending on multicast rather than cast frequency. So you can see there's a lot of left XP on the ground. These are also, I mean, that one might be good. But I just don't think so now. I think we've already committed going from the notch. So like right now, we've got a lot of XP that we want to take. So we're going to try to suck all this up. You can see our damage is not that good. That elite still didn't get like blasted. But we are almost. Ooh. Actually, no, we're not. Wow, we are still so far behind. Oh, this is the Zappy boy. Ooh. So the bosses do always have the same skills, as far as I know. But it just increases how many bosses spawn together, which does matter. Because, like, for example, that's a giant AoE, but they also put balls on the ground. And then you consider, like, what if there's two of those, right? And they put them in, like, you know, a non-beneficial area. Or there's, like, one that's casting a line skill and one that's casting a big AoE, and you jump out. And now you've used your dash, so you can't get out of the line skill. You know, stuff like that. Really happens. More multicast. Again, the counters in the top. We are killing bosses a lot faster than we are killing normal enemies, which is a little bit strange, but I guess it's just because we're so spread out. And there we go. So like something like this. Physical by 50%. And that's Firebolt, Shadowbolt, Shadowbolt. It's still a solid amount. That's 3 out of 6 of our skills. 50% buff, so that's kind of huge. Ooh, did we get hit there? Typically, I mean, what I find is that you don't really get hit until the very end, and then you get smashed. So it's like one hit kill. So there's another arcane skill. But I think we just don't take it. We just take more of what we got. Not good enough. Yeah, look at that. That guy's living way too long. We're getting behind. We need more damage. We've got 212k. Take crit damage there. Oh, stuck on a tree. Oh, and we just got hit. Yikes. I'm trying to get this. This is a trap. So we'll take 5% AoE. So you can see what starts happening, right? It's like the skills are red. But I'm casting so much that I can barely see the red. So then when that happens, we pop in here to graphics, and we'll just turn it down to half visibility. Ding. So now you can see it's much more tame, and I can see the red easier. And you guys already know the skills I have, so it's no big deal. We still don't want any of those. Crit damage, multicast. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. And that kind of makes it fun. And this has levels also. So kind of, that's kind of how it increases its difficulty, because, you know, Vampire Survivors eventually get to a point where you can just literally stand still. And you're just a god, you know. Whereas this one is much harder to get to that, because they have things like that. They have line attacks, they have AoE attacks. A lot of the range stuff is what's going to get you. Like, for example, I can just point at this guy, and then this guy will never be able to hit me, but then what about all the others? So that's kind of what you're worried about, stuff like that. It kind of really just boosts the insanity of it all, because you're having to dodge around while looking for the red, while considering your power-ups, while trying to soak up all the XP. It's a lot. I feel like, you know, Vampire Survivors has a lot more polish. In terms of, like, they thought about these cool interactions. What if you get two things together and then it does something new? Yeah, that's cool. Whereas this is kind of like, you're making your build, there's kind of setups for all kinds of builds. So there's a frontal build, there's a magic build, there's an AoE build. Ooh, look at that. See, that's a dangerous one. This is the Chaos guy. So he uses typically uses the Chaos skills. Which we do not want to get hit by. So we will take a pass on that. Look at Doom. Doom just is basically like stacking debuff eventually as you kill him. Like right now, his health's probably going to drop immediately. Let's see. Yeah, he got 91 stacks of Doom. And then it's just poof. Ooh, slow. I like slow. Okay, so now we've beat this. So do we go to Infinity, we do it again, or we can go to a different map and it levels up the curse. So we'll do that. But for now, we will stop this episode here and we'll pop right back for the second one for round 2.